So, this episode, after building out our starter town and stabilizing the economy in past videos, this first island on Barrier will finally be complete. So, today we're wrapping up this build for this island, and then we're going to start to think about the next big question, like where's downtown going to be? So, how I'm going to finish this episode, or this particular island itself, is I'm going to put some extra specialized industry here. The wind's quite good, actually. It takes us away from the town, and we've got quite a few resources here. We've got ore, we've got oil, quite a bit of oil, and we've got a bit of farmland. And as you see, the wind pushes it all away, so it definitely will work out. So let's build some out. Sims. good, I think. Stays the similar sort of vein, which is a bit less of a grid type system. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Just need to put in some of the other industry, and then we should be good to go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start to think about my oil here and my ore. And I also need to think about getting my access here, because I don't want everything going through our town. So we need to think about also how we're going to bring this stuff in. But right now, let's think about how we're going to bring in some more industry. So we got this ore here, so we can probably get 1 or 2 things on here. So let's give it a go. All right, folks, that's it, more or less. Keeps everything away, nicely from our residents. So what I want to do now is give myself a little industrial estate, just to give us some specialized supply chain buildings. We can put some more of them. We've got quite a few here, so let's start getting those in place. And we'll just pop them in for right now. I'm not happy how that is, so just want to see what it's like. I try not to to take away too much of the waviness of the land. I still want to keep that naturalness if I can. So yeah, it looks better, doesn't it? I mean, we'll play about with it and let's see where we get. So I think if we get a road down here, should be able to squeeze this in somewhere, but it's a bit big, that one. So let's have a look at this one. That was nice and small. That could go in. So let's bring the road out here. In fact, let's go here and then bring it a sort of an angle. There you go. It's sort of a little industrial estate in a way. Yeah, it definitely looks a bit dodgy, this this land. I don't know if I'm going to get away with this, folks, to be fair. I might need to get my terrain brush out here. I'm just seeing if these roads will settle it down at all. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things. I'm just seeing what is doable here, because that sinks that deep, doesn't it? What else have we got? We're going to put this one in somewhere. Oh, there we go. Oh, that will go probably around there. But this land's all a little bit, all a bit thingy right now, a bit dubious. Yeah. I think I'm going to need to do a little bit of landscaping, I think. So let's just shove all these industries just out to the other side. So now we can go and stay there. So let's have a look. All right, let's see what we can do here. So let's get rid of this road. Let's see if we can flatten some of this land out. Not the whole area, but just give us a bit of a flattened ridge there. So let's put a bit of slope in. Yeah, that should look all right. Bit of slope there, bit of slope there. Okay, right now let's just again flatten down. Let's just get rid of this and put another slope in here, I think. So that should be that. Now let's see if we see how the road now looks. So it should be less. Yeah, that's a little better. Right, let's put that in. Let's say it's a little bit dodgy there. So let's keep this pretty as much straight as we can. Just need to go a little bit further up here. Okay. That should work right there. Let's put a bit of a curve in here. Connect up and then perfect. Right, let's see how she looks now. Let's So let's move that and let's put that there. Looks better. Okay, let's have a look to see what else we can do here. Let's bring that road right next to it. Notice I've left the sim running as well because there's no real need to turn it off for this. Not really affecting any major roads, so I want to put a bit of a incline in there, and then all right, let's see which one, that one. Let's see if we can put that in somewhere. Yeah, have to do something about that hole in the layer. Oh, that's perfect. Oh. Whoa, just it fits perfect, but I'm not keen on what it does with the height. That's not too bad. But this one will go here where I just flattened. And if I bring that one down there, and then if I can just flatten that onto a slope, let's see if that will, how that will look. Okay. Let's try and smooth this out and see if it'll be more of an incline rather than a huge jump. Yeah, looks alright. Again, I'm trying to go for more of the natural look here, where we're not just flattening everywhere. And last but not least, let's see if we can find somewhere for this. That looks alright, actually. Oh, look like upgraded as much as they can. There's this big thing here, but I ain't going to find a space for that here. It's too big. Right, if I take the contour off now, it looks alright, actually. Let's give it a bit more of a smoothing. Yeah, it looks like the part. Right, we can have a play about with a bit more now, and let's try and get some road access in here. Let's do it. And there you go, another trumpet trumpet interface put in there. So the simplest of them. It looks quite good actually, doesn't it? I mean, yeah, let's get rid of that. We don't need that now. So the next thing to do is to think about what our non-highway access is, and this road here is begging to be continued, isn't it, really? So let us play about with this a bit. I'm going to bring this underneath, so it's going to go underneath our highway interconnection and then pop up the other side of it. So it's going to be on this bit here. So it's a direct route for our Sims, really, to be honest. That's what I'm hoping, anyway. So let's see. Should be all right, I think. No. Let's see how that will look. Yeah, I quite like the underground bit, and I like how that's broken up in one go. Now it sort of begs to be joined to this, doesn't it, really? So let's pick a bridge. Well, this is a normal highway, normal non-highway bridge. So let us see how this looks. Well, let's bring that in to about there. Okay, that was a bit more of a... There we go. Yeah, that's not too bad, actually. Yeah, we'll have it as some concrete, I think. This might be a bit of a challenge, though. It's a bit... Let's have a look, see how it looks like. This is going to be very, very challenging. I think I don't think I'm going to like the turn in here. It's going to be too acute, I think. So... Yeah, I'm not keen on that, actually. Actually, the road looks terrible as well. So what I think I'll do, I'm going to put this on, which will keep the constant slope. So it'll always keep it straight. So basically, it'll cut through the... I need to... What do I need to do? That's the one I need to take off. This should cut through the terrain to keep it straight. So let's have a look. Needs to come down a bit to join on with that. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's not too bad, actually. So it means we've got another connection here. It's a bit dubious, isn't it? Let's see if I can make this look a bit better, but... Yeah, not ideal. I'm not keen on that. Not keen on that at all. It's too acute on that side. So let's see what I can do here. So need to jump on the end of this somewhere, and I need to take that off again so it gets on the center. Okay, let's take it off at a bit of an angle. Okay, now we're going to go straight across there. This might give us a bit too much of an angle the other way now. So let's play with it, see what happens. Should I go for this again? I think probably. I do like the bridges being straight though, so... But I think I'm going to have to open up this other island bit here, which I probably need to do anyway, just to finish it off. Well, that's just too much of a thing there, so let me see if I can bring it in a little bit more. Okay. Let's have a look, see how that looks like. Let's do the straight again, keep this constant slope. That's much better for the takeover, but now let's see what I can do on this side. Actually, it looks much better than that direction, to be fair. Yeah. Yeah, it looks quite good, that, actually. Let's just fix this with lane controller so we don't have people doing U-turns in a silly place like that. Yeah, actually, that doesn't look too bad. So what we need to do now is to open up our island to get to the edge of the map, and we can finish this off now. So we can bring that right back to the edge and have another entrance, another outside connection to our map, to our, you know, our growing city now. And yeah. Right, let's check a bridge out, and yeah, let's finish off the highway. Let's see what this is. So there we have it. We have a highway outside connection and an arterial outside connection. So should be interesting. And let's not, you know, we probably wouldn't use this space much anyway, so I might as well put the big stuff over here. And this huge steelworks, yeah, that's going to have to go on a road, I think. So let's see if we can bring this out here. Let's see if that fits now. So let's get it on. Ooh, just shy. Enough that needs to be going there though, so I think what we'll do, we'll move this over to here for now. Yeah, we might have to fix that road a bit. So let's do what we normally do and put on a constant slope so it's so it looks good. Constant slope will give us different things, but it does make it look a hell of a lot nicer. So let's bring this out here like so, and then drop this on it. So this is perfect, really, to be honest. It's out the way, and we'll get the bonus. Now, what should I do? Should I take this out? Let's get it up to where it's level. So that's 0 on the incline, but I think it's a bit too far, actually. I think I'd just put a turnaround here. Yeah. Perfect. Honestly, really happy with this island has where this island has progressed. So there we have it, folks. I've added some forestry there and added some trees to highlight the hills and the gaps in between, and it looks pretty sweet. Should we take a wander through it and have a look? But this is it, folks. This is our island from our starter city, now complete, and it's looking really good. Hope you all agree, but that's all for this one. If you've got any comments, likes or suggestions, feel free to knock them in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye all.